Hello, 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 crafty friends. This is Caron, your ATX Stampin' Lady. How is everybody doing today? All right, guys, it is Friday, July 10th. It is now 8:03 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am excited that you guys have decided to join me today. All right, what are we working on today? Today we are working on our Painted Skies kit. I'm excited about this kit. Now, y'all, this is a May 2026 kit, so let's just say I'm a little bit behind, and I should have been working on my kits from as I get them, but life just gets busy, and I work on them whenever I have a chance to. This is why I am excited about about our monthly kit-togethers. And in our kit-togethers, you can join me in the craft room via Zoom, and we can get together and craft and create. Hello, Calypso Life. Hi, Deb. How are you? From Atlanta. Amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, I've seen that handle before. Calypso Life. Yes, I do. Hi. I remember you. Hi, Deb. I'm like, I've seen that handle before. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Again, like I said, I am Caron Bailey. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and I am here today to work on the May 2026 kit that's called Painted Skies. Guys, fortunately for us, this kit, we don't have a lot of work to do. It is mostly assembly. So my goal is we're going to get through at least 3 of these cards, and then I'm going to try to, if I can get through all of them, we'll work through all of them, and then depending on how long we're live, awesome. I am so glad you got a chance to catch me live as well, Deb. Now, with generally with most of the Stampin' Up card kits, you get to create 9 cards, 3 of 3 different designs, and generally, they have different sayings. So generally there's a birthday, there might be a thank you. So in this one we have a thanks, we have time to celebrate, so it could be celebrate anything, and this one is just thinking of you, sending a little sunshine. So we're capturing a little bit of every occasion in this particular card kit, and we're making it tropical. I love this kit. All right, this is still available in my online store, and I will post the link. I believe, if I remember correctly, it is an $18 kit. So for $18, you will get to make 9 different cards. So let me stop jibber-jabbering and just get right in. So I've already put pieces aside of what's in the kit, what goes with what. But like I said, we are going to work on at least one of each. So here's the first print that we have, and generally with the kits, it's like this. If this is a sentiment for this one, it'll be the sentiment, but I'm going to use one sentiment of each. So I will have each print with one of the different sentiments. That way, I just like to give myself options, right? All right, so we're going to pull one of each and set it aside and put the rest of it away, and then I'll show you what everything is all about, right? So that's one. Put that aside. That's one. And that's all that it's going to take to make these cards, guys. So these all come in the kits, everything you need to make one of each 9 cards. You also get all of the, you also get a coordinating envelope. Not a coordinating, but you get an envelope. So there are 9 envelopes in the kit. You get all of the dimensionals and the gems. Everything that you need to make a card in a card kit comes with the kit. So first item we have, oh, look at, isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. Guys, if you don't know, this is also reminiscence of, I think it's Scenic, oh, don't get me to line. Scenic Coast, I believe. We have some designer series paper that is exactly like this. So you can, if you love this paper, you can also get just the designer series paper that coordinates with this. But here you also have this is the entire card base. So this is going to be like a little fun fold card. So that's what this one is. Then we have this one also with the, this is also part of the Scenic Coast Designer Series paper pack, but we also have a lighthouse scene, right? And then we have this one. I just love these sunsets. I love this paper, you guys. And then this one, we have a little palm tree, right? So let's go ahead and get started. So with the kits, all of our kits, you have an instruction sheet. I find when I'm following the instruction sheets, I tend to take a little bit longer time to put the kits together. However, if you're new to Stampin' Up's kits, let me walk you through how to use our kits, right? So of course, the front sheet tells you all about what your finished projects should look like or could look like. The next page back here tells you everything that comes in your kit, right? And it tells you all of your parts and pieces that make up this kit. It also tells you what's in the kit, 9 cards and envelopes. It tells you the coordinating Stampin' Up colors. That way, if you want to go ahead and create something else, you're welcome to do so. But this color coordinates with Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Hydrangea Hue, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Strawberry Slush, and of course, White. All right, and then the next thing that it tells you, just walking through our instructions, this kind of just tells you what goes with what. I have a little bit of a glare there. Let me turn this down a little bit. Might be able to see it a little bit better. But it tells you what goes with each card, right? So if you're like myself and you like to do a little bit of a mise en place, which is what I call it, I hope I say it right, it will tell you what goes with each kit. So this goes with this one. And then the pink one will go with our palm tree. That's this guy right here. Okay, so again, it just tells you what goes with what. So when you put your parts and pieces aside, you'll know how they need to go. Then when you open it, this is how to assemble the cards, right? What I love about our instruction sheets, guys, these are meant to be grab and go kits. So if you're going on a little quick vacation, but you want to make sure that you have the ability to craft, I love these kits. You also have a little bit of a ruler at the bottom. So that's one less thing you have to remember to pack in your kit, because there is a ruler that accompanies this kit. So let's go ahead and get started. I think the first one we have is our wave. So this is this guy right here. So let's go ahead and get started with our wave. All right. So we know with our wave, we need to have our element, this, and this goes with time to celebrate. Now remember, I told you I am going to use one of each of these sentiments on each of the cards. That way I don't just have all the same time to celebrate. I don't have all the same sending smiles. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Okay? So this is what this tells you to do, right? And if you follow exactly along, these are perfect for beginning stampers. You will know how exactly to create these projects, right? So it tells you this is how everything should be aligned, and you see this is how we have things aligned here. Then it tells you our time to celebrate. We're going to turn it over so that this is this way. And then this little piece, we're going to turn it over so that it's that way. Now, glued dimensionals, this, oh, wait, you can't see it. Can you see it? There's a little white little dot right here. These represent dimensionals, and it tells you where to put your dimensionals. This is foam tape, and it tells you where to put your foam tape, right? So again, it's kind of like keep it simple, stupid for me, because I need for things to be kept very simple. So that I don't, I really don't make a mess, really. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's grab my Take Your Pick tool. I know I put it somewhere. Where did I put my Take Your Pick tool? I'm going to put this back in here so I don't lose it. I don't know where I put my Take Your Pick tool. Where did I put my Take Your Pick tool? There it is. Nope. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Where did I put my Take Your Pick tool? Huh. Interesting. Does that ever happen to you guys? I had it just before I started the video, and now I can't seem to put my hands on it. All right. Well, it's a good thing I have more than one. All right. So we're going to grab our picking tool. And as we saw from the diagram, we have 3 glue dots. One are dimensionals. Now, if anybody has crafted with me before, you will know that generally 3 glue dots is not enough for me. I tend to put more. I don't like a whole lot of spaces, so I would put 1 there. And this one says 3 also, so I'm going to go ahead and put 3 glue dots, or 3 dimensionals. There would probably be 5 on this one. 1, 2. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So what we need to do now is we'll find the back of this. Now this is textured, so you'll know it's very easy to differentiate which is the quote unquote back and which is the front. I know. All right. So we're going to turn this over. Guys, don't throw this out. You can use this in making another card, okay? I might make something with that tonight. You never know. Hold on. Hold your horses. We just might get creative. Okay, so that's the front, and this is the back. Let me make sure. And so what this said is I'm going to need 3 pieces of the foam strips. Okay? So, we've got one here. We've got one here. And we've got another foam strip. Yes. I love to keep it simple. Now this had 4. I don't know why I counted 3, but it's 4. Now this drives my brain a little bit wonky. There's just way too many gaps in between. It just drives me nuts. So I'm gonna fix that. So hopefully I don't create a big mess by doing it. But I'm not ADD, but yeah, that would just drive me absolutely bonkers. So I have to fix it. There we go. And I think I'm gonna put a little piece in here. I just don't like having all right, let's put you there. When you have whatchamacallits. All right. So what this says to do is to take this guy, and we're going to put this over this, right? Move that out of the way. But what I want to do first Just put that on the inside, get my score lines burnished. Like so. And like so. And then this is going to go right over the top. And it's the same, oh, it's the same dimensions as your, where did that guy go? Okay, there you went. It's the same dimensions as your card front, right? So everything should fit fairly easily. Thank you guys for joining me. I know it's Friday night. You guys could be out, hanging out, partying. But that the fact that you have chosen to spend any of your time with me, I do appreciate that. I would appreciate it much, much more if you would like and subscribe to my channel. All right, let's make sure. All right. And then like and share. Oh, there we go. Look at that, right? So now this is almost done. So in order to finish this card, guys, I'm going to do this one the first one's exactly as it's done in the artist's drawing, renderings, right? I'm going to do them exact. But in my mind, I am already seeing where I'm going to make some changes, right? I think for me, it's just too white. And I need a little bit more color, even though it's beautiful back there. I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I just thought about it. Let's see, where's this guy? It's just about up here. All right. And then this guy is just about here. All right. There we go. All right. All right, our first card is done. I think we've got some gems on here. Where'd they put the gems? I see them. I see them, I see them, I see them. And you always get more than you need in the kits, guys. Embellishments. Unless you're like me and sometimes you kind of you know, they go flying all over the place and then you misplace them. So there's that one. Oops. There's that one here. And then there's a big one up here. And just like that, our first card is done. Isn't this pretty? And adding that just gives it a little bit more sparkle. So this is just as simple as that to create this card. All right, that's card number 1. Again, don't throw these out. We are going to use them all. Second card, let's put this aside, is our lighthouse. And this is going to go just as quickly. Oh, that's not the lighthouse. This one's the lighthouse. Oh. Yep, this is the lighthouse. And the lighthouse says it's our thanks for keeping me afloat. Let's put that aside. We have our frame here. And again, this is textured, so we know which side. Look at these. I love that they gave you the cutouts, so you have something that you can work with. I love it. All right. Same thing. Gonna add our foam strips. And when you see what I have in mind for the second one, I'm only going to do one more just so that you can see another option, an idea as to how to step these cards up just a little bit. And you don't have to do them, but sometimes when I'm creating, I just want to create, especially from a kit. I always try to make it my own in some way, shape, or form. I add a little this or a little that to make it my own. I always make one exactly as the artist wants them to, intended for them to be made. Okay, so we've got that, and then what are we doing? We're doing this one's not for that. So we're just doing dimensionals on this one. And they've got about 5 of them on there, so let's do that. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? Oh, did I just make a mess? I'm linking up with my girlfriends tomorrow. And we're going to we try to get about 4 to 6 miles. Last time we did a little bit more than 6 miles. So we'll probably walk the same route tomorrow. So we'll probably do a little bit more than 6 miles tomorrow. And if anybody is looking to step up their walking game, I always post little, if you're a Galaxy or Samsung Health user, watch, or the app on your phone, I always post the little challenges. I host weekly walk challenges, and it's always to see who can go the furthest. It's very easy, very simple. Right? So, we know exactly what we need to do with this card because we did it already. Right? When you're having to align things, what is the easiest way, or what do you find is the easiest way for you to align, especially when they're of the same size? Like, when I'm trying to align this, it's just easier for me to stand it up, make sure it's aligned on one side, and then make sure everything else goes over. That's the easiest way that I've found to do it. No wild and crazy. Oh, man, it is never as part of my heart's desire to clean house. So I give you all the blessings and all the credit for that. I look at my craft room. One of these days I will have the nerve to show you guys what my craft room looks like. Thank God for being able to zoom in on these cameras, because whoo, I just can't have y'all looking at my craft room. It is a disaster. Right? And this one goes here. And then we've got our gems. We got our gems. Where do we have them? Here. We've got one down here. And then we've got 2 up there. Guys, just like that, these cards are together, right? Very simple, very easy. All right, so that's number 2. I love these projects, and I start with the easy things, especially like on a Friday, you know, having a long day. And I know outside of outside of crafting this weekend, you are brave with the tape. Ah, yes. You know, I just learned that little tip too, Deb. I really did, and I don't know why I'm not using it tonight, about adding some liquid glue to the back of my my foam tape or whatever. That way it gives me a little bit of time. I kind of just learned about that, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm not using it. I don't know what I'm not doing it. But I'm going to show you what Deb's talking about in just a little bit. That way, I feel like I'm sharing. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. And while I'm doing this one, I think I'm going to do the palm tree. Oh, I'm going to do the palm tree. I think that one will be fun. That one will be fun, fun, fun. You're going to go, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I am going to step one of these up. I'm actually going to step all of them up, and I'll probably step them up the same way. So I'm going to show you once, so you'll have it. And then if you get this kit and you choose to step yours up a notch, you'll have another way or another idea on how to do it. I think I can just put this one here. It's not enough, but it'll have to do. Okay? So, what Deb was talking about, and it is a pretty good tip, especially if you like foam tape like I do. And you're also, your mind doesn't see things straight, because my eye does not see things straight ever. So, once you've done that, you just kind of go in with a little bit of liquid glue, and you put that on the back of the adhesive. And guys, this will give you the same wiggle room as if you're just using liquid glue in and of itself. So this is a perfect tip. I know the palm tree one, right? It is so, oh, I just love it. Okay, this is in the right orientation. Again, I'm going to just line it up. Make sure everything is even. Oops. I just moved that out of, there we go. And there we go. Perfect. This is just gorgeous. I mean, and I love the fact that I don't have to do a lot of work. Right? Which sentiment goes on this one? I think this one is the sending a little sunshine your way. All right, let's do that. Grab that. We're going to put some dimensions on this one. Did you guys hear that, the little muffler on that car? There's a car outside. I'm missing, what did I just do with that little piece? There it is. All right. Then we put some more dimensions on that. 1, 2, and 3. How do you guys use your dimensions? Do you use your dimensionals sparingly, or do you use them like I do? Okay, that's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. Oh. Okay. So we want this to kind of sort of be under the palm tree, right? I think we're straight. Right? Perfect. And then we're going to add this guy. See, that's exactly what it is I forget. I do, I forget. Need in the kit. So if you make a mistake like I just did, you can correct yourself. I was like, what language is that? All right. And then we're just going to add our little sentiment right here. Okay. Then, all right, guys. So these cards, the way the designer has created them, is finished. But I want to zhuzh this up just a little bit, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a little bit of fun. All right, and the one I'm going to work on, so let me show you before I move on. These are the cards as designed in the kit. Simple, quick, and easy. Guys, I've never done a video that's taken this little time before. Okay, so here we go. All right, so here we go. We had a little bit of weather here today, so if you find that the connection's been broken, just wait for a second and come back, or go on out and come back in. I know the power fluctuated here for just a little bit, so we might have some internet flashes in the interim. Okay, so I want to do, here's what I'm going to do with this one. Oh yeah. So I want to zhuzh this up a bit. Now, grab a little piece of paper, because I don't want to mess up my work surface too much. I'm going to put this under here. I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending, right? So this is kind of like the sand area. So I'm going to grab a retired, I believe it was Sahara sand is what it was called, or river rock if I can find it. Hopefully there's still some juice in it. Here's some river rock, right? This is one of our old colors, right? And I'm going to grab a blending brush. Let me test this here, see if I like this color. Oh yeah, perfect. All right. And I'm just going to ink blend over this. Now remember, when you're ink blending, start off cardstock and blend in. So you don't have like a big old blob. Right? And I'm keeping my fingers here so that I don't go across that line. Now, I don't want anything to be too powerful so that it overpowers the beautiful sunset that's in the paper that's in the back. But I just want to give it just a little bit more zhuzh. Just a little bit more zhuzh. Okay. Perfect. All right. Then the bark of our tree is a green. Well, not green. Where would I go? The bark of the tree is brown-ish. So I think I'm looking for soft suede-ish, maybe? Let's try that. And I'm bringing out my smaller blending brushes. So they're not Stampin' Up blending brushes, but I'm bringing them out because, oh, that's really dark. That's really dark. That's okay. I'm going to grab a smaller one. So I can be a little bit more intentional with where and how I'm applying the color. Okay, and then we're going to add a green for our tree. Oh, our leaves. Huh. I think I'm going to go with a little, I was thinking about garden green, but I think maybe old olive might pair better. Which do you think pairs better with our sunset scene? The garden green or the old olive? What do you think? At first I was going to go with the old olive, but I think the garden green might be the better path to take here. Right? All right, so let's just get this on and see what we got. I'm trying not to get any on the outer, or as little as possible on the outer. So you see I'm changing how I'm using my blending brush here. All right. And I want the center to be a little bit darker. And there we go. Guys, take a look at that. What do you think? Look at, and you'll see the difference. Let me put this away. And here's what we got now. Here's what we got now. Look at that. Does that not make a little bit of a difference? I'm going to get my River Rock and add a little bit more color there. Yeah, I love this. So again, is this the one I just used? Well, it is now, right? And if you want it a little bit darker, just go right back over it and add a little bit more ink. I love this. All right. All right, so now we're done with this one. And so you can see how you can step up the other cards in the same manner. Choose your own colors to get their stuff done. If you do want to embellish them, give me a second here. All right, so let's finish this. I just love it. Oh, and there's so much more you could do with this. I think the possibilities. Look at this. Oh, and if you wanted to, you could do a little bit of blue up here, but you already have a sky in there, so you wouldn't want colors that would juxtapose what you got going on. I know, right? Just look at that. All right. So let's go ahead and change things up. So I'm also going to change the backing on that one because I want things to be a little bit different. How about we use this one? Right? Let's put that aside. And then, where are my strips? Where did I put the strips? I have this horrible habit of losing things. There we go. There we go. And here we go. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I don't know how that got off center, but it did. There we go. Oh, wait, why did I do that? I forgot. Okay. Guys, I forgot about this outer piece, but nope, we're gonna... Okay, we can still see it. We can still see the beautiful blending that we did. I am going to have to well, there's another thing that I've misplaced in all of 5 minutes. Oh, there it is. So I can still see the color. I don't need to add that. So we're gonna just take this off. Because I thought with the frame on there, I would lose all of the ink blending, but I still see some of it. And I'm okay with what I can see. If you weren't, then you could have ink blended the frame part as well. Do you see the difference? I'm gonna put a sentiment on here, and then you can see the difference. So we're gonna go with sending a little sunshine your way here. Is that what I put on the other one? Yes, I don't want to put that on there. So we're going to put this one on there. Thanks for keeping me afloat. I think I'm going to put this one. Nope, that's the only place this will go. Okay. And there we go. So guys, I gave you an option if you wanted to step up the card a little bit. And that was just one option. There's plenty of other things that you can do. But that is an option. Very simple. That you can use to step the design up just a little bit. Okay. Now that I've started this, I can't seem to stop. Anyway, here we go. And then we're going to put this guy right here. Thanks for keeping me afloat. Guys, if you are a new watcher, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate that. And the more you subscribe and the more you interact with me here on the channel, the more opportunities there are for other people to discover my channel. I'm now going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella because, of course, I like glitz and glamour. So I am going to add Wink of Stella on my palm trees. Okay. And the palm trees are twinkling in the sunset. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Okay. And guys, there you have it. This is the Painted Skies kit, and you can find it in my online store. And my online store is www.sweetsignatures.stampinup.net. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And if you do, I just thank you for spending your time with me anyway. Alrighty, so here's what we have for our stepped up version of this particular design. Let me show you. Original artist's rendering. And we've stepped it up a little bit. It's just adding a little bit more, isn't it? Inking the frame would be another additional thing that you could do as well. So yes, that would be something else you can do. I know there's stencils out there. I'm thinking about what stencils I can use. So, I mean, the ideas of what to do to break up some of the white space that you see there is incredible. So here we go with the 3 cards, if I can find them, from the kit. I love these guys, and they are fast, quick, and easy. If you love these cards or like these ideas, just give me a couple of thumbs up or a little bit of hearts. Let me know that you love them. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the envelopes, because unfortunately, they did not decorate the, I don't think they did. They gave us blank envelopes this time. And I don't generally do blank envelopes. So we have a stencil. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the name of it. I will put it in the description box. But it reminds me of like waves, right? And I don't like, what do you call them? Blank envelopes. So I'm just going to ink blend a couple of spots on here. I'm going to use some of the same colors that's in the designer series paper, and I'm going to create something. So what did it tell me? It said in the pattern paper, it said it color coordinates with, there's some strawberry slush in there. I could see that. There is crushed curry in there, flirty flamingo. Okay, so crushed curry, flirty flamingo, and strawberry slush, I said, right? So we're going to just get a little fancy and snazzy with our envelope. I think our flirty flamingo is going to be our lightest, right? Let me bring out my magnets so that this does not move as much. All right. And I'm going to start with my flirty flamingo. Although I'm thinking I should start with my crushed curry. Let's start with crushed curry. Again, we're going to start off cardstock, off card. Now you got to remember, you're going to put an address on here, right? An address label. So just be careful and mindful of how far you're taking your design, right? That's this one. Then I'm going to go in with our flirty flamingo, right? Then finish out with some strawberry slush. Now, isn't that going to be a pretty... I'm going to go with that one. Keep the same. There we go. And we just want everything to be a little light. And I'm going to do something different on all of my envelopes. Right? Check that out. Look at this. Right? What an amazing card you're getting. And such a beautiful envelope as well. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, I love that stencil. That's new in our our May to August catalog. So it is available in our May to April catalog. Guys, that is all I'm going to work on. Let me clean that up before I create a mess here. That's all I'm going to work on with the kit. I am going to finish each of the cards later on. But that is the Painted Skies card kit. It is still available. I did check it today. So it is still available in the in my online store if you are interested in purchasing it. And I meant to share with you, oh my gosh. I'll do it on the next video. That way you'll have it, right? So again, here are the cards that we created this evening from the Painted Skies card kit. And our custom envelope. Look at that. Guys, if you do need a Stampin' Up demonstrator or anybody to assist you with your craft needs and supplies from Stampin' Up, and you do not have a demonstrator, I would love for you to reach out to me. I would love to serve in that capacity for you. If not, I just appreciate that you joined me here on Friday night when you could be out partying and living the life, but you decided to spend some time with me. Until the next time, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll know when I'm going to go live. All of my information is in the description box. Head on over to my Facebook group, my Facebook page. All of that information is in the description box. Until the next time I see you guys, have a wonderful evening and happy stamping.